How does it compare? An action camera, a web camera, and a mobile phone? Well, let's take a little look. So at the moment I'm talking to you through the Angtube 825. It is a roughly 30 to 40 pound web camera that you can get from Amazon, and it's usually on special all the time. It's 1080p, it's 30 frames a second. It's not amazing, it's not terrible. The audio on it certainly leaves a lot to sad. If you're going to get one, get a headset, definitely recommended. Now the quality it comes off of it is actually not too bad. It seem terrible here, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. Now what I'm going to compare it to is two different cameras. One of those cameras is the Campark V30. It's actually a 4K action camera, so it's not specifically meant to be used as a webcam, although it does have the feature. Now, this camera itself is very, very small compared to the one that we're using at the moment, the Angtube. It's small, very GoPro-like. And lastly, I'm going to compare it to the Mate 20 Pro mobile phone. Now, that phone has got, I think it's like a 40 or 48 megapixel camera on it, and the results are quite a big jump in them. So to show you the quality difference, I'll show you each of the cameras individually as well, so that way you can get a feel for them. Okay, and this is the Campark V30. As you can see, as a web camera, it's not very good, unfortunately. The colours are very blown out, even with the light off, and the quality isn't very, very good. However, it can be quite handy, I suppose, if you are only using it for streaming on, say, Twitch or YouTube, when your camera is only a fraction of the size in the corner. It's not so noticeable, but compared to the other two cameras, it's much, much different in video quality, unfortunately. This is just a quick look at the Mate 20 Pro as a web camera, and its audio might be slightly out of sync just because it's set up for the webcam for the Angtube at the moment, but this is the kind of video quality you can expect, and synchronizing your audio is certainly a very easy task, but you do get very, very crisp picture of it. So this is in dual camera mode, and as you can see here, we have got the Angtube 825 and we have the Campark V30. Now, one's an action cam, one is a webcam, so one is not meant to be used as a webcam, although it does have a feature. And as you can see, just from what I can see on the screen at the moment, at least anyway, the Campark is quite blurry, very saturated. It is on 4K mode at the moment, so it does get 30 frames a second, but it doesn't seem to be very good for like an image quality, unfortunately. And we do have a lot of light in here as well, and if we turn that off, it does improve the quality slightly, but as you can see, the Angtube, in my opinion, looks a little bit better. It does have a filter on it, obviously, to correct the colours a little bit, but that's not going to help in the case of the Campark, just because it's not very sharp, and that's one of the main kind of problems with it. Now, it's a little bit night and day when you switch to a mobile phone, so let's have a little look at the Mate 20 Pro and just add that into the mix. So this is the Mate 20 Pro, and unfortunately I have no more mounts above the monitor to use, so I'm just going to use the right of the camera. Now with the Mate 20 Pro, because I'm going through Droid Cam and it's got a little bit of a delay, just that way the microphone is in sync for the Angtube camera and the Campark camera, it might be a little bit out of sync with the Mate 20 Pro here, but as you can see just by looking at the camera, although it seems a lot closer, it is definitely a lot better quality, and it is a good bit closer. It's a good, maybe, I don't know, 10-15 inches closer than the other two cameras. So I'll just give you kind of, the problem is the cable isn't long enough for me to connect it all the way up, then I've run out of kind of hub slots as well. So the Mate 20 Pro is a lot clearer than the rest of them. So I'll just go back to the view for the Angtube at the moment. So as you can see, that's just a very quick comparison of the difference in the quality of the webcams. So we had the Angtube 825, which you can get for in between 30 and 40 pounds on Amazon. We had the Campark V30, which is an excellent little action camera, but it does not perform great indoors, although there's a lot of light. But it does do very, very well outdoors. Usually they're anywhere up to about £100. You can find them occasionally on special on eBay, maybe about £60, £70 at the moment on Amazon, I believe. And lastly, you've got the Mate 20 Pro, which is a mobile phone that can be had for about the £200 mark nowadays. Don't really get so many new ones though, so probably used at that price. But most people have a really decent mobile phone. The cameras in them are improving every single year. The phones are getting cheaper every single year, more affordable, and you can do things like this and use them as webcams. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been some help to you. It's given you a little bit of a kind of good example of different price brackets and how different devices perform. Obviously, not all devices will perform the same, so your results may slightly vary, but I imagine they'll be very similar. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.